Morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to A Deeper Connection Live. Hopping on here a few minutes early, as usual, to help new people understand what we're doing. This breath work has been helping me for years, and people who have been coming regularly have also been just, sending me messages of gratitude and appreciation and just great stories of how much it has helped them to manage their emotional states. This intention of these classes is to help everyone learn the process of self-regulation, right? The ability to regulate our own emotional states without having to depend on drugs for this situation. We all have the ability to do this. Unfortunately, we're not taught this from, very young, early ages. If we were taught these techniques from, the time we're born, basically, or at least when we get old enough to understand and listen and follow what adults are telling us, if we were taught these techniques, we wouldn't have to be on medications for anxiety or depression or anger or management and all that stuff. We would be able to do that. Our body has the ability, our brains, we are smart enough to do this. Unfortunately, we're just being disempowered, and not even on purpose in most cases. In a lot of cases, especially through the media, we are disempowered on purpose. Through the education system, we are disempowered on purpose. Not that the teachers are trying to disempower us, they're doing what they're told. It's the people who create the curriculum and who make the lesson plans of this is what the teachers need to teach us. Those are the people who are disempowering us by not giving us the empowering information that we need to be successful with a lot of things, not just self-regulation of our emotional states, but also in life, with manifesting the jobs we desire. They want us all to be worker bees, and not, if everybody was the leader, then there would be no followers, right? So our school system, it teaches us to be really good followers and to follow what the higher ups or the people in charge or the people who are smarter than us, what they want us to do. And so these techniques that we're going to go through today are going to help empower you so that you have a better understanding of what you want to do, and you also have the wherewithal to follow through with what you want to do so you can be successful at what you want to do, not what your parents want you to do, or your grandparents, or your teachers, or the world, or whatever it is that is confronting you and trying to keep you down. So the techniques we're going to go through are some movements and some breathwork techniques. We're going to start in a few minutes, but I like to come on early just to empower the people who have never been here before, and to let you know that it's not important that you do the techniques as quickly as I do them. And I definitely do slow them down for this class. I do them much more quickly when I'm doing them on my own. But if you can't even do them as I'm doing them in this class today, then slow them down some more. When I started doing this, I could not do it, even as slowly as I'm doing it, here on with live. I had to do it way slower. I was in my yoga class. Unfortunately, I had a really great teacher. It was more of like an apprenticeship. I was with her for 12 years, and there was only 3 of us, and we would take turns going to each other's house. So, we would really learn. We really learned, and she taught me how all the tools of, that we would use if I couldn't get into a pose, because most of them I couldn't get into the yoga poses. I was not in good enough flexibility in my body and health to do the yoga poses. But she gave us all these tools to help us finally get into them. And a lot of people will say, well, if you're not doing it right, just do the best you can. Yes, but you need to set the goal of doing it right, and you need to get to that place of doing it correctly. There's a reason it is correct, right? And so it's okay not to be able to do it correctly when you first start, but you need to set the goal of getting rid of whatever it is that's blocking you from doing it correctly. A lot of people don't have flexibility. A lot of people have aches and pains. I was there. I had 4 vertebrae in my neck that were almost fused. I had chronic sciatic pain. I had depression, insomnia, anxiety. I had all those things. And so I couldn't do a lot of these things that I'm doing in the class today but I worked on it and worked on it and worked on it until I could do it. And then I was healed, right? When you get from the point where you can't do it because you're not healed, you're having a lot of issues, to the point that you can do it, when you can do it, then you're healed. And that's what we all want. We don't want to give up before we can do it, because then you'll never get healed. So the goal is to just work on it little by little every day. And the more that you practice these techniques that we're going to go through daily, the faster you will heal. If you're only here on Tuesdays and Thursdays doing this live with us, you're going to feel great Tuesdays and Thursdays for a little while after the class, but then you're going to fall right back into your muscle memories. If you've got physical aches and pains, your subconscious habit loops, all those things need to get boosted on a daily basis, and actually 3, 4, 5 times a day. If you can figure out how to incorporate some of these techniques into your day 3, 4, 5 times a day, set your phone alarm. When I started this practice and created this kind of 3, 4, 5 times a day, there was no cell phones. So I used Post-it notes, and I had a Post-it note on my steering wheel so that when I stopped at a traffic light, I would do some work. I had Post-it notes on my bathroom mirror, so while I was brushing my teeth, I would practice my circular breathing. I had Post-it notes in my kitchen, so when I was making my tea, I would make sure I was doing, something. And so whatever works for you, if you don't want to set your phone alarm, then don't, but put up your Post-it notes. If you have a phone alarm and you can set it for every half hour, do that. If you can start to recognize your triggers, like, oh, I'm starting to feel myself go down the rabbit hole of anxiety, or I'm starting to get angry, or my neck and shoulders are starting to hurt. Use those triggers to say, okay, I'm not going to focus on the pain. I'm going to do something to eliminate the pain. I'm not going to focus on the anger. I'm going to choose to do something to eliminate the anger. I'm not going to focus on the anxiety and going down the rabbit hole of what if and oh my God, I can't control stuff. I'm going to take a moment to get back into control. That's all you have to do. So whatever works for you, however you want to set yourself up, you can set it up for different times of the day, you can set your alarm, you can do your Post-it notes, you can use your triggers, whatever it is, that's how you start to create new habit loops or release the tension in the muscle memory, because the muscle memory, you can be as loose as you want to be, and then once you start working on projects or dealing with family or going back to work, all that muscle memory is just going to snap right back into place because you're not focused on, keeping it loose and keeping it in an upright position and whatever it is, that you got going on. So however it is that works for you, I encourage you all to set yourself up for success rather than for failure. All right, so the first part of this practice is circular breathing. And you have to learn to breathe into your belly, right? And down here in the belly is personal power, willpower, motivation, ambition, and courage. That's in the belly. But right below the belly button, is your sacral chakra, which is pleasure, joy, creation, energy, creativeness. And then the root chakra is at the base of the spine, at the pelvic floor, and that's your centeredness, groundedness, sense of security, and acceptance. And we all need that in order to have that security to say, no, I'm okay. I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole of anxiety. I'm not going to get mad right now. I'm going to just take some deep breaths. I'm going to process this and let it go. Not shove it down, but let it go, right? So that's what all this work is for. It's not to shove down the anger or the fear or the anxiety or the depressed thoughts. It's to bring it up and release it. And this work can be quite emotional, because in order for us to release these blockages and these habit loops and this subconscious conditioning, we have to actually confront it, right? I was sexually abused as a child. I had to, back in the day. Now it doesn't bother me anymore. I'm actually grateful for it because it helps me to help other people who have been sexually abused, which is a lot of people. It really helps me to feel what they're feeling and to understand what they're going through, rather than me just trying to give them some advice when I've never even experienced it. But it took me a while to get to gratitude because it's such a horrible experience, right? So we have to focus on it time and time again. So when you take your deep belly breath, it connects you to all those things that you need throughout the day to keep you empowered and to help you move forward, to help yourself, to help others, whatever your situation is. So taking a deep belly breath, you have to close the latch in the back of your throat halfway. That helps you regulate the flow of breath. And if you can't do it and you've never done it and you're not even understanding what that means, feel free to message me. I've been helping people virtually and it's really been working, and I've gotten some really great feedback of the virtual assistants. So don't hesitate to message me. But if you really want to do it right now, lay down on your floor. You're right there by yourself. Nobody's watching you. Go ahead and lay down. Put your hands on your belly and close the latch in the back of the throat halfway. That's the same latch that you close when you're gargling or when you're swimming, and you'll hear a noise like this. So let's all practice. Keep practicing while I'm talking. So it's important to sit up straight, right? Because when you take that deep belly breath, if you're slouched over, you can't get it up past your heart. You have to sit up straight. Right? So that will help that flow. And literally imagine a straw, right? When you suck on a straw, you bring the juice up from the bottom, and that's what we're doing. We're imagining that straw visualization, and we're drawing this energy up through the body. Fill yourself up. And if you can't get that, just breathe in and out of your lower, half of your body, your stomach area, and just feel how powerful it feels and how good it feels to inhale, exhale into this area of your body, right? It's really going to connect you with all that groundedness, all that creation energy, all that security and that courage and, that empowerment that we need. If you're only breathing up here, you're up in your head, you can't get control. You need to learn how to breathe into your belly. All right, so either just learning to breathe into your belly right now or practicing that, or, practicing drawing it up with visualizations of the straw, doing it at your own pace, right? At first, it might be a little bit short, but now I went from doing, 6-8 breaths a minute to when I'm really getting deep meditation, I can do 2 breaths a minute. 2 breaths. Right? That's a 15-second inhale and a 15-second exhale. It took me years to get to that spot, right? Years. So keep on practicing. It's nothing but good for you. The longer and slower you breathe, the lower your heart rate drops, right? So if you have high blood pressure, if you need, blood thinning, all this breath work is good for all of that stuff. All right, the next thing we're going to do is some breath work techniques with movement, but again, I want you to do the movements properly rather than keeping up with me. So keep that in mind as we go through the class. If you need to do it slower, it's okay as long as you do it properly, because if you're not doing it properly, you're going to run out of breath, you're going to get frustrated, and you're going to quit, right? So it's better to do it properly and do it slowly than to not do it at all. And I promise you, if you keep doing it time after time after time, you will eventually be able to do it more quickly and get that rhythm going and really reap the benefits of doing it on a regular basis. I do this practice probably at least twice a day, but I do aspects of this practice 4, 5, 6 times a day sometimes, right? We're going to do some movement as well. We're going to do like some jumping up and down. Again, you have to do it properly. If you jump up and down and you don't do it properly, you're going to run out of breath and you're going to go, oh, I can't do this, and then you're going to stop doing it. So again, learning how to do it properly. We're going to do some dangling down, right? And if you have bad back, like I used to have, chronic sciatic, I couldn't dangle down. It hurt too much. So then get a chair or a couch, be by the couch, and you can rest on the chair. The important thing is to be able to do it without experiencing pain, because as soon as we experience pain, we tense up and then we're holding on. So it's important to find a way to do it where you're not experiencing pain so you can relax into the pose. This is not yoga. Yoga, you hold poses. This is Tantra. In Tantra, you relax into poses. Tantra has been around way longer than yoga has. It predates yoga many, many thousands of years. So these techniques are almost 6,000 years old now, over 5,000. So, these techniques have withstood the test of time because they work. So again, don't beat yourself up if you can't do it properly. Just keep practicing and reach out to me if you need any help. All right, so whether you're sitting on a chair, that's important to sit down, make sure you're sitting up straight, right? So you're not slouched like that. Or you can sit on the floor. If you can sit up straight, sit on a bolster, whatever's comfortable for you. But before we even get started with the sitting part, I want us all to stand up and let's do some movements just to get into our physical bodies and out of our heads, right? So go ahead and move your chair or get up from wherever you're sitting on the floor. Let me get my arch supports on here so I don't fall over. All right. So again, when we're standing now, we need to make sure we're standing up straight. And standing up straight is not this. It's not this tension. Standing up straight means that your knees are unlocked, right? They're not locked like this because that'll tip you over. It also puts pressure on your lower back. So loosen your knees. Bring your root lock in, right? Don't push it forward, just tuck that butt in. Now with your knees loose and your root lock in, you're nice and grounded. Nobody can push you over. Then the last thing is lift your sternum, right? Keep your root lock in when you lift your sternum or you will have problems with your lower back. This, when you bring your root lock in and lift your sternum, it elongates the spine, and that's what we need in order to get that energy flowing. We need to have that good posture. All right, so whenever I say stand up straight in this video, that's what I mean. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. Shoulders are down and relaxed, arms are down and relaxed. No tightness in the body. Make sure your jaw is relaxed, tongue is relaxed, third eye is relaxed, sinuses are relaxed. Don't keep your tongue attached to the roof of your mouth. And all the breathing we're going to do today is in and out of the nose. Yes, there are mouth breathing techniques. These are not any of them. All right, so standing up nice and tall. Close your eyes if you can, if you feel comfortable and you don't feel like you're going to tip over. And close the latch in the back of your throat halfway. Let's take some nice, deep breaths. Filling up the lower abdomen, filling up the belly, bringing it all the way up through the heart, through the lungs, through the throat, up to the third eye, and then that residual little flow up to the crown, and then exhale, allowing everything to fall. Keep the latch in the back of your throat closed. It'll really help with regulating and drawing out that breath. Feel your weight on your feet. Notice your connection with the ground. Bring that sturdy energy up as you inhale, up from your feet, up through your legs, up through your chakra system, all the way up. Use that centeredness, that groundedness to release any of the crap that's going on, and exhale, let it all fall. Stay aware of the weight on your feet, and on your next exhale, slowly dangle down. Not when I'm telling you to do it, but as you exhale. And if you can just go this far, that's fine. Make sure your head is dropped and relaxed. Stay with your breath. Nice deep belly breaths. Feel your whole torso expand. And then as you exhale, allow gravity to pull you down a little more. Stay with your breath. As you exhale, allow gravity. Even if it's just a little quarter of an inch, you might not be able to get down like me, but even if you just go from here to here, that's fine. If your back hurts, get to your place of chair, couch, whatever, and just rest like this. Stay with your breath, though. Don't be thinking about the pain. Don't be thinking about how you can't do it. Feel your breath flowing through your body. Fill yourself up from the bottom to the top. Bring in the healing energy. You can use a mantra like inhaling healing energy, exhaling everything that doesn't serve me. All right, so keep on, a few more. Relax, release. Make sure your tongue and everything is relaxed in your face. You can wiggle your shoulders, wiggle your arms and fingers. No stiffness. And then on your next exhale, slowly come back up, vertebrae by vertebrae, rounding out that back, and then back into a good posture. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. Excellent. Take a nice deep breath. Fill yourself up. On the exhale, let's bring our arms up, but keep your shoulders down. Don't bring your shoulders up. Relax your arms. Keep them wide. Stay with your breath. On your next exhale, let's twist to the left. Keep your root lock in, keep your knees loose, breathe. Don't hold your breath. If you've gone too far, you might not be able to breathe, so ease up a little bit. Take another nice deep breath, and on the exhale, tip to the left now like a teapot, and just relax. Don't go so far that you have to hold your breath. Just enough that you're comfortable so you can still take your nice deep belly breaths. Breathe. Keep your arms open wide. Relax, let gravity do the work. Feel the stretch down the right side. And then exhale, slowly coming back up. Come to center, drop your arms, jump it out. Don't go like this with your hands. That's not gonna work. You gotta let your arms flop, right? Breathe. If you keep breathing, you won't run out of breath. Excellent. All right, getting back into a good posture. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. Nice deep breath. Exhale, bring your arms back up. Relax your shoulders down. Arms are relaxed, elbows wide. Stay with your breath. On your next exhale, twist to the right this time. Knees loose, root lock in, breathe. On the next exhale, tip toward the right. Not too far, just enough so you can still be relaxed. Stay with your breath. Let gravity do the work. Keep those elbows wide. And then exhaling, slowly coming up. Drop the arms in, jump it out. Breathe. Excellent. Good posture. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. Nice deep belly breath. Fill yourself all the way up. Keep that latch in the back of the throat closed halfway. This will bring your heart rate back down. Bring everything into balance and alignment. On your next exhale, slowly dangling down again, just as far as it's comfortable for you. We don't want any pain. Stay with your nice deep belly breaths. Wiggle your shoulders, wiggle your arms. No tension. You don't want your fingers tense. You don't want your arms tense. Just breathing and relaxing. In this position, gravity can pull all the tension from your shoulders right out of your arms, right down out of your fingertips. In this position, gravity can pull all the tension from your neck right out of your crown chakra. Just let it all dump out. It's like you're dumping everything out. Stay with your breath. Sometimes you just gotta and let it go. And then on the next exhale, slowly coming up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Beautiful. Woo, stay with your breath even as you fix your shirt. Even as you get into a good position, don't disconnect from your circular breath. All right, the last thing we're going to do is the backstroke. Elbow leads the way. Keep your arm bent. Breathe. Nice big circles with the elbow. Feel the stretch through the torso. And if you feel that crackling in your shoulders, if you do this 3-4 times throughout the day, all that crackling will eventually go away, right? So if you have shoulder issues and you have this tension in your shoulders, these are the things you can do to get rid of it. And as soon as you change your posture, all of that tension will go away. All right, so stay with your breath. Don't forget to look behind you. Find a spot on the wall and see how much further you can see after you do half a dozen of these backstrokes. You'll notice that you're stretching out more and more. Oh, now I can see further, and I can see a little further, right? Stay with your breath. Nice big circles. Keep your root lock in. Keep your knees loose. And then come to a stop and let's jump it out. Beautiful. All right, feeling better. Let's get to our seats. Stay with your breath as you move around. Don't disconnect from the circular breathing. All right, if you're sitting in a chair, make sure you're sitting up on the edge of the chair, not back, right? Sitting back does not allow for good posture. So you want to sit up on the edge of the chair. Cross your legs and let your thighs fall open. If you're sitting on a bolster, make sure you're relaxed. Root lock is in. Even if you're sitting on the chair, don't arch your back. That's going to hurt. Keep your root lock in. Keep your sternum up, shoulders down. All right, let's breathe. Feel your weight on your sit bones. This is how we get grounded when we're seated. Feel that weight it. You can wiggle it a little bit, but just really make that connection from your sit bones to whatever it is you're sitting on. Draw that groundedness up from the lower chakras. Fill yourself up with it all the way from the lower abdomen, belly, through the chest, all the way up, and then exhale, releasing everything that doesn't serve us. And just feeling grounded, feeling centered, in balanced, aligned. All right, the first one we're going to do is for the lower chakras. We're going to loosen up this area of our body. You may want to scoot back a little so you don't fall off your chair, but not to the point where you're sitting back, right? Because you need room in the back here. So what we're going to do is inhale and exhale from the belly. This isn't the circular breath. This is the belly. Inhale forward, exhale round your back. Inhale, arch, exhale round, right? In and out of the belly through the nose. Don't use your weight, don't put your weight on your arms. Your arms have nothing to do with this. This is rocking back and forth on your pelvic floor, right? So your arms are totally relaxed. There's not too much weight on your feet either, right? You're just really going back and forth. Inhale forward, exhale back. And get a rhythm going. Don't try to count. Don't try to think about it too much. Just get that rhythm going. Do it at your own pace. You don't have to try to keep up with me, right? Nice and slow, as long as you're doing it properly. That's more important. If you're not doing it properly and you're breathing into your lungs, you're going to run out of breath. You're not going to be able to do even probably 10 of these, right? But once you get your belly breath going, you can go on and on, and you can literally go on. I mean, when, the Kundalini breathwork people, they do this for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, they can go on and on, right? So we're only doing it for a few minutes, but just keep going, get that rhythm going. Don't think about what's happening in your body. Just this is a moving meditation. Just go with it. Do it as best as you can. And if you need to take a break, that's fine. You'll build up your stamina to keep going. All right, a few more, and then slowly coming to a stop. And if you need to, then just go and just let it out. That's fine. Come back into your good posture. Recross your feet. Go back into your circular breath now. Sitting up nice and tall. Root lock is in. Sternum is up. Nice deep belly breath. Slow. Fill yourself up slowly. Release. Feel your weight on your sit bones. Notice what you're feeling in the lower half of your body. Looser, more relaxed, more grounded, more connected. Maybe there's a little aches and pains. Maybe you got a cramp. That's okay. Go back to your circular breathing. This will bring your heart rate back down. This will bring everything back into alignment. Stay with it. Make sure your root lock is in, your sternum is up. Good. All right, we've really got good connection now, feeling the weight in our sit bones. We've loosened up the lower chakras here. We're going to move up to the center of the body. Bring your arms up as best as high as you can. If you have frozen shoulder, do whatever you can. You can put your hands on your shoulders, hands behind your head, on top of your head, whatever's comfortable for you. Keep your arms parallel, even with your shoulders. We're going to inhale left, exhale right. Again, inhaling and exhaling into the belly through the nose. Get your rhythm going. Don't think about it. Clear your mind. This is a moving meditation. Do it at your own pace. Remember, more important to do it properly than to do it quickly. Keep it going while I'm talking. So imagine that your pile of stuff, whatever is bothering you, is on your left side. It's all piled up over there. So scoop it with your breath, right? Inhale, exhale, deposit it to the right. Inhale, left, exhale, right. Inhale, exhale, drop it off. Take it from the left to the right. Just move that pile over. This is our giving side. We're giving it away to the universe, to the earth. She'll take it all. That's fine. That's what the universe and the earth is there for. They're there to support us. So lift your pile, move it slowly from the left to the right, releasing. Set that intention. Use visualization. Get rid of all that stuff. And then slowly coming to a stop. Take that deep breath, let it all go, get back into your good circular breathing. Root lock in, sternum up, close the latch in the back of your throat. Nice, slow breath. Slow it back down. Feel your weight on your sit bones. Close the latch in the back of your throat. Fill yourself up slowly, gently. Release everything back down. Notice how your heart rate slows down immediately, how everything comes back into balance and alignment. Ooh, sometimes you have a big yawn. That's great. You're releasing that stuck energy, that tiredness. All right. And the last one we're going to do is for the upper areas of the body, the neck, the shoulders, the thyroid, the pain in the neck, the, shoulder pain, all that. So now our arms are, again, hanging loosely on our sides or in our laps, but you don't want to use your arms for this. This is only shoulders. And if you can't go way up like this, just do little ones. That's fine. Inhale up, drop down, exhale. Do it at your own pace. Inhaling and exhaling from the belly. Keep going. Create that rhythm. Close your eyes. Don't think about it. Feel. If you get cramps, then take a break. Go back to your circular breathing. Get grounded. Slow back down. And then start again. Make sure your tongue is relaxed, your jaw is relaxed. And then slowly coming to a stop and just wiggling it out, shaking it out. And then go back to your nice, deep, circular breaths. So I'm feeling a little tension in my neck, so I'm going back to my circular breaths. Make sure your root lock is in, sternum is up. We're going to do a little bit of neck stretching, right? If you're feeling a little bit of tension in your neck right now, see, when I yawn, that means a lot of it is coming out. It's great. All right, we're going to stay with your circular breath. On the exhale, make sure your root lock is in. Keep your sternum up. Drop your head. Don't drop your sternum. Don't arch your back. Stay with your breath. Just let your head fall and be heavy. Keep your shoulders down and relaxed. Breathe. Just letting go. Feel the stretch down the back of the neck, maybe even through the scapula, or, I can feel it all the way down to my lower back. Breathe, relax, release. A great mantra that I use all day long is relax, release, reset. Take a deep breath, relax, exhale, release, reset. Take a deep breath, relax, exhale, release, reset. All right, coming back to center. Another nice deep breath now. And exhale, drop your head back just enough to create a stretch, not so that you bring your shoulders up, whatever that means to you. Keep your root lock in, stretch through the front, the pectoral muscles, stay with your breath. If you can't breathe, bring it back up a notch. Nice deep circular breaths. Keep the latch in the back of the throat closed halfway to maintain that control. Let everything stretch out. On the next exhale, open your mouth wide. Stretch your face. And then close your mouth. Nice deep breath. Next exhale, big smile. Stretch your cheeks out. Exhale. Close your mouth again. One nice deep breath. And then on the last one, purse your lips. Big kiss. Stretch your face forward. Blow it out and come back to center. Keep that root lock in to protect the lower back. Keep your sternum up. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Let's just sit here for a moment and feel. Close your eyes if you have them open. It helps you to go within and feel your body. You're not distracted by what you see in front of you. Stay with your breath. Feel your sit bones. Take a nice deep breath, slowly filling yourself up. And before we go, we're going to do a quick heart math technique, brain-heart coherence. Stay with your breath, nice deep belly breaths, feel that flow going. But now visualize your heart center. And as you inhale, even though you're inhaling from your belly, visualize loving energy coming in through your heart. Fill yourself up, bring it up to the brain, and then exhale back down. Right? Stay with your breath, but visualize that energy coming into your heart. Take yourself to your happy place, whatever that means to you. Feel what it feels like to be in your happy place. Smile. Notice how good it feels when you smile. Nobody's watching you, just smile. Feel how good it feels. You're in your happy place at the beach, in the woods, at your camper, at your tent, at your graduation, whatever makes you happy. Feel it with your dog or your grandchildren or your baby or whatever it is. Bring that energy in. Smile. Keep going. Breathe deeply. Fill yourself up with that blissful, joyful, healing energy. Let it spread through your whole body. And then slowly opening your eyes and noticing how good you feel. This is what you can do throughout the day to keep yourself elevated, to keep your energy levels up, to keep yourself grounded, not to let what's happening in the world affect you. If every single person in the world, every single person, from President Trump to the guy in prison, and everybody in between, if we all did this every day, the whole vibration of the earth would rise and crime would be eliminated, pedophilia, sex trafficking would be eliminated, greed would be eliminated, because we would all find our happy place without all of that. We wouldn't need sex, we wouldn't need money, we wouldn't need any of that, because we would just be happy. So take responsibility for yourself. Don't worry about your neighbor right now. Don't worry about your kid right now. Don't worry about the president right now or anybody else. Focus on yourself. Raise your vibration. Eventually it'll go out to your family. It'll expand. And if your family doesn't get on board, it's okay. You'll create a new family of people like me and you and all of us who are here will eventually come together and will support each other just like family, just like mothers and daughters, sisters and brothers will be here for each other. I want to thank you all for joining us. If you have any experience of what you'd like to share, please, please, I encourage you to share it. It helps everybody else that's on here to realize that they're not alone and that they're not only one having these experiences. I don't know how many people are on here. I can't see it while we're doing the class, but it's usually it's been going up from 50 to 70 people every day. So share your experiences, share your gratitude, share what you're feeling, encourage other people, invite them here. I always hop on 10 minutes early to share with the beginners so that they can have a better understanding of what we're doing. So start inviting people to come to this. It's every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. Central Time. And these videos are also saved on a Deeper Connection. So share a Deeper Connection page. There's always tons of positive, inspirational posts that I share on there every day. Start sharing the posts. Start sharing this class, inviting people to it. It's all under events. You can invite people. You can make comments. Share it around to your groups. Even start a watch party sometime. You know, that would be great. Then we can get more and more people. All right, if you have any questions right now, I know it's 10:30, people have to go, but feel free to ask them. I'm going to come closer so I can see because I can't really see from where I'm at. And if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them. You're welcome, Cindy. Thanks for joining us. I'm so glad you came. I see Patricia. Hi, Patricia, Margaret, Judy, Deborah. Yay, Sheila, Lydia, Betty. Oh my God, awesome. Mary. Oh my God. Hi, Mary. I haven't seen you in so long. Thanks for coming. Remember, practice these techniques. When you start to feel the anger, when you start to feel frustration of whatever's going on, take these techniques and practice them throughout the day. It'll recenter you. It'll get you back into balance so you don't react in the same old way. Because when we react in the same old way, we get the same old reactions back, right? So if somebody is making us mad, or if somebody is making us frustrated and we keep reacting the same way, they're going to keep pushing our buttons because they know it works. But when we give them a completely different reaction, they're going to not know what to do. And actually, they're going to be the ones who are angry or frustrated because they're not affecting us anymore. So whatever it is, you know, we all have people in our lives or things in our lives, work, whatever it is that's going on, we can change our reactions and then make a difference in how people react with us. So again, if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to message me privately. If you want to do a private session, I've been doing them. It's been really great, and people have been really just benefiting from it. So I love you all. Have a great weekend. I'll see you again on Tuesday. Thanks for joining us, and have a great day too. I love you. Bye.